Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 at the ungated community, the RV park that I live in. That's my tow vehicle. That's a 2021 Spark Chevy manual transmission. Gets about 47 miles a gallon. That's a Thor Winds 22E 24-foot Class C RV motorhome. That's mine. And next to me is a big old good one. What are we going to look at? You're going to see the variety of RVs first, and then I'll show you a few more things. But in this RV park, they got 25 sites, and this park runs you about, I don't know, depending on how long you stay, $300 to $500 a month. Anyway, the that's one way to go. That's a Class A motorhome, about a 38-footer, and then right next to it is a bumper pull travel trailer, another bumper pull, a motorhome, and then over there are some more travel trailers down there. So there's all kind of ways to do this. What you won't see here, even you could be here in one, are the little teardrop travel trailers, you know, the small ones, and what else? And there's no pop-ups in here. And these are people that live in these full-time, year-round in this RV park, most of them. That's a travel trailer right there. This is a fifth wheel travel trailer. That's a fifth wheel, and that's a fifth wheel. The fifth wheels seem to be the RV of choice for couples that are living full-time on the road. And one of the things I'll mention about living full-time in an RV park or traveling around the United States, going from RV park to RV park, not a bad idea, actually. Why? Because they're okay. I mean, they're not great. You'll have to check around and see what you find. But for an average of about $500 a month or less, $6,000 a year, you've got you a home anywhere in the United States. And I'll show you. And you know, these all RV parks, or say most, are full hookups. Full hookups means what, Rusty? Water, sewer, and electric. Okay. And here I'll show you on my RV as an example. This is all for this cable right here is not for cable TV. That's for my antenna up there, which is a Wii Boost, and I love that thing. But anyway, this is the sewer, the drain hose. Of course, you hook it up to your RV right in there. And then you also have a 30 amp. I have a 30 amp. Some people have 50 amp. And then that is your water supply. Get you a good water hose that is designed for drinking water, and you're good to go. And that's the full hookup story. And what else can I tell you about it? Some sites you'll go to will have no hookups, okay? That's where this 4,000 watt generator comes in. You can use solar, or you can use a generator for power when you don't have any available. RVers refer to this as what they call shore power, because some sailboats will come into a dock and they have power there at the dock. They call that shore power. Well, RVers kind of adapted that, and they call that shore power also. But as far as your choice in picking an RV, that's entirely up to you. You know, there's no one you can ask that can say, yeah, this will work best for you or whatever. That's totally your choice. And there's a real variety of them. I mean, you go over, if it's just one person, you can get by with a very small one. I lived in a Casita 17-footer for about a little over 2 years. No problems at all. And it's very lightweight, weighs 2,400 pounds. And it's easy to tow. It's all fiberglass, but now they're about $26,000. I got mine for $20,000. So the prices of RVs have gone up quite a bit in the past 2 years for sure. And what else can I tell you? As far as your annual cost, you could live full-time comfortably in RV parks year-round. I mean, I'm talking about going from the north to the south, you know, going north in the summer and south in the winters, full-time for comfortably, including fuel, food, everything, $15,000 a year. Yeah, now you're going to have your RV paid for, but if you have your RV paid for, $15,000 a year. Of course, you know, if you eat out a lot, that's going to affect the budget, and if you do a lot of traveling while you're parked, you know, you can run up your expenses. But just as a guideline, $15,000 a year, you can live very comfortably, because I live here and I travel around, and my Social Security is just about that or a little more, and I can live on my Social Security entirely because I'm 75. And but be that as it may, this is an RV park. It's got 25 sites. Most RV parks are larger than this. This just happens to be a good one in a rural community in Texas, and it's okay, but it's full. I mean, you can't get in here anyway. I mean, this thing it stays full. Okay, but there is another one down the highway that's for profit. This is owned by the city. The for-profit one has vacancies, and I think it's $400 a month plus you pay electricity, and that's a pretty average price in this area of Texas, which is Central Texas near Marble Falls, Llano, Burnett, Texas. But for those of you that are thinking about the RV way of life, one option is to live in RV parks, and you can stay in them forever, or you can move from RV park to RV park and travel the United States year-round, until you just get tired of it, and then go to an RV park that you enjoyed and finish out there. So with that in mind, guys, this is Rusty 78609 just telling you that the RV way of life, there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of variety in places to camp. There's a lot of variety in places in types of RVs, and so just do the best you can. Select what works for you. Don't worry about anybody else, including me. And don't think that it's going to be a dream come true. It can be. It adds a little flavor, I'll say that. And most of it is positive. And but there's times, it's just like living in a sticks and bricks home. There's times your neighbors drive you nuts, and there's out on the road, it'll be the same thing. Sometimes your neighbors are going to get on your nerves, but that's life. Get over it. There's just no perfect spot anywhere on this planet. I guarantee you, because anywhere you go, it's going to be always that story of, well, except for that one thing, it's perfect, and that's kind of the way life is. Except for that one thing, it's okay. But be that as it may, choose your own path and go for it if you choose the RVing way of life. There's nobody that says you have to retire and buy an RV. I certainly don't say that. And for those that do try to make the RVing way of life look like it's the greatest thing in the world, well, it can be. It depends on you, your personality. If you have a wife or a spouse, that can be an issue. Or if you have pets, that's another thing to think about, because it's a small home and it's mobile. And if you travel a lot, your biggest expense is going to be gasoline, because towing a travel trailer, you're probably going to get anywhere from 10 to 15 or so in that range, maybe. It depends on the size of your unit. And driving a motorhome, somewhere between 6 and 12 or 15 if you've got a Class B, the smaller, the van looking things. But yeah, so just pick a way. If it's something you want to do, pick a direction and go for it, But again, look around here, you'll see there's all types. There's 3 different, there's right here, there's a fifth wheel, and that travel trailer over there. What's a fifth? Why do they call it a fifth wheel? Because the tow hookup that you put in the back of the truck for the trailer is called a fifth wheel. You can't use it as a spare tire, but no, it fits in the bed of your truck, and you hook up your RV to what's called a fifth wheel, and that's why it gets its name. And but anyway, it's a pretty day here in Llano, Texas, and I like my Class C. My Class C, again, is 24 feet long. And another shout out to WeBoost. That antenna there is worth its weight in gold. I mean, what that does, that's a WeBoost RV antenna booster for your cell phone signal, your cell signal. It will not boost a signal if you have 0. You have to have some signal, but it will boost 1 bar to 4 bars, and it can come in handy as you travel around in different parts of the USA, because it has for me many times. I really like it. So with that in mind, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, buy whatever you choose, and Amazon takes care of me. And that's the way that goes. This is an 18-hole municipal golf course. How nice. It's like $25 with a cart for 18 holes. Pretty inexpensive, actually. Golf is not cheap. And then down here is a river called the Llano River, and that's also a city park. But having said that, guys, keep your health, stand guard at the door of your mind, and yeah, Keep your health for sure. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.